So a couple weeks ago, I participated in a massive YouTuber battle royale with like 40 other YouTubers. You might have heard of it. It was hosted by another YouTuber called Zebra, and it had like this whole trailer and stuff, and was live streamed in front of like 1,000 people on YouTube. And the best thing is that it was all for charity, which is awesome. It was for the Make-A-Wish Charity Foundation, and I got to play in it. However, not everything went off to a good start, because I was supposed to be invited for this event, but for some reason the host Zebra could not message me about it, so I was invited 1 hour before the tournament started. And the worst part isn't even that I got invited 1 hour before it happened, it was that I was invited without even realizing that it was starting in 1 hour, because my buddy Ozoblox asked me out of nowhere, Fumblet, do you have any team for the tournament? And I asked, what tournament? And he said, what do you mean what tournament? The charity. And I said, I don't think I got invited. And then he invited me instead. But unfortunately, Ozoblox already had a teammate, because yes, you were allowed to team up in this battle royale. And then I realized, wait, it's today? I didn't even know. So yeah, here I was in the general chat of the Discord server, scrambling to find anybody to team with me. And luckily, I actually found a teammate. I ended up teaming with another YouTuber called Kibbles. Now, I was under the assumption that he was pretty good at the game. And I mean, he was. He had like, I don't even know how many kills he had, but I'm pretty sure it was more than me. But the problem was that we were both from Europe, and the tournament was hosted in the United States. So yeah, you already know what that means. We got a lot, and I mean a lot of ping issues. But luckily, I recorded the entire thing from my POV, and I also got some pretty cool parts in the live stream itself. So I'm gonna go over all of them in this video today. Now, I do have to give a fair warning before this starts, because it's not that impressive what we did during the event, because, you know, we both had a lot of ping, so we were both kind of too scared to even do anything. But there were some cool parts that I did want to show off. So yeah, this is what it looked like when I spawned in. It was just a white room, and there were like all of these YouTubers, and for some reason attacks were turned on. I don't think that was intentional, but I was a little bit confused. Now, we were stuck in this white room for like 15 minutes before the actual event started, because the live stream actually already started when we were in this room, but it was stuck on this starting soon screen. So this is what everyone else saw, and then this is what it looked like behind the scenes. So I was kind of under the impression that we could choose our own character, so I asked Kibbles, should we do Genos, because it has a lot of AoE attacks, splash damage attacks. But then a few seconds after saying that to my teammate, Zebra, the host, said this:
you must be using Saitama. If you're not using Saitama, switch to it now. I'm gonna go ahead and enable no attack.
Oh, that was my reaction, yeah. And then he also said this, which was kind of a problem, which you'll see later in this video.
We're gonna start with 2.5 times health multiplier and 0 regen.
0 regen. No way to get your health back. You can probably already tell how this is definitely gonna be a problem. Also, I just want to take a second to say how cool it was to have like all of these different content creators in the same server. Like, just look at this, dude. This was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen in this game, and to be a part of this, I want to thank you guys for even making me able to be a part of such an amazing event. But that aside, it was finally time for the stream and the event to start. Now, it didn't start off well when we were all kind of stuck under the ground, but then we all got teleported onto this massive map. I just took a screenshot because I thought it was just so cool. But yeah, we got placed on this massive map, which none of us have actually seen before the event actually started. Only in the trailer you could see a small part of it, but this map was absolutely huge. Now, keep in mind, none of us could actually move just yet, and the stream was still on the starting soon screen, but things were finally starting to happen. So yeah, Kibbles eventually managed to find me, even though we couldn't move, but he managed to get to me using a skateboard emote, which allowed you to move for some reason. I'm pretty sure that was against the rules, but it's good that we met up, because otherwise we had to find each other after the game started. So yeah, this was kind of like what I was seeing. I had the stream open in the background. I was just watching it. Like, these are some cool shots, by the way. And then boom, here I am in the game. And then we just started. I didn't even notice it at first, but everyone just started moving, and the game had started, so I immediately started running. And then Stud said something that I didn't even know yet.
Also, I also think that there's like chests around the map that might give movesets or buffs or something.
And the moment he said that, I saw, oh, yep, there's his chest right there. And I picked it. I got machine gun blows, which is a pretty strong move, actually. Now, most of the early game consisted of me and Kibbles just kind of looking around the map, trying to get some moves. Mostly just running from other people if we ever saw them, because it was way too early to engage in any combat just yet. And here, I get a move that's really good. I got Blitz Shot, which is a sniping ranged move, which is really good because you can just kind of snipe people from afar.
People are just gonna play it safe for right now. I'm not seeing too many like crazy fights.
Yeah, that is absolutely true, what what Stud just said. So we spent most of the early game just kind of walking around the map, kind of being on the edge of the map, trying to avoid any real conflicts just yet. But keep in mind, we had 300 ping in this event, while most other players had like 40 to 60 ping. We had a huge disadvantage. So really our only option was to play it safe, and that's exactly what we did for the first like 20 minutes of the event. Now here's when we found our first players. Yeah, look right here. We see them moving past. I mean, I tried to snipe them, apparently. I don't know why I did that. So we were mostly just kind of messing around on this edge of the map, kind of. It's like the very corner of the map. Just kind of like stalling as long as possible to get at least some kind of high placement without doing that much work. Oh yeah, here was our first engagement. Humboldt and Flores, I think. They found us, and yeah, here we go. The fight starts. I have 300 ping. I have no idea what to do. And then Kibbles, my teammate, just runs away. Now, I ended up running away with him, but eventually we decided to turn back and see if they were still there. And yep, they were there. They just jumped us from there. I did not see that coming. So they started to kind of attack us. I tried to fight back. Scatter is a very good move for this event. Like, that was a pretty big lifesaver for this. But as you can see, Kibbles, my teammate, just disappeared into nowhere. I'm still fighting these guys. Kibbles is gone. Oh, but he's coming back. He realized that I'm actually fighting these guys. He realizes that he's letting his teammate behind. And trust me, my teammate leaving me is gonna become a pretty prominent theme that happens more than once during this event. So yeah, we're just kind of fighting them here. But it's still very early in the event. No one really wants to die yet. And then another team pulls up. They start to run away because they see that we're fighting, and they start to run. They start to run away. Kibbles also starts to run away. I'm watching them. I get the final snipe on them. And then we both just dip. That was the end of that interaction. Now here's where the problem of no regen starts to arise a little bit. Now, as you can see, I already lost a pretty big chunk of my health during that little interaction, and because there was no regen, there was no way to get any of that health that I just lost back, which is a good and a bad thing, because that means that any damage you do on an opponent is damage that will stay, but also any damage that you take is damage that will stay as well. So yeah, Kibbles, my teammate, he says leave it, so we left the fight. Yeah, I was proud that I did at least some damage. And here he apologizes. My bad, I left you there. Yeah, you better be sorry for that. We legit spent like 10 minutes just inside of this bush waiting for the storm to close in. Because yes, there was a storm which would close in every time someone donated like $5, I think. So we just kind of stood here until the storm got too close. We started to move, and our next location that we were going to was this kind of weird temple thing. We were just kind of chilling at this temple thingy here until the storm got too close. But this is when stuff starts to get real. Yeah, just as I say that, KN2 Drippy comes there, and as you can see, he has no health left basically. So I decided to do the smartest thing and try to get the kill so we have one less enemy in the game. But my teammate decided otherwise. Yeah, so I start fighting him thinking that my teammate would back me up, and then all of a sudden he just disappears, and Zentuba starts fighting me with full health. And then another player also here, Ocean, and I get two teamed. I get 2v1 here. Yeah, this is not looking good. The fact he did this 4th and 1 there saved my life. I'm still fighting over here, and my teammate is all the way over there. He ran away. He left me. This is KN2 Drippy, the guy that was really low. And he also started running. But that's where my teammate is. My teammate left me to die for a second time. And the storm was right there. I don't know if you just saw that, but the storm is like right behind us here. So I think like, yeah, it's time to run. I'm getting 2v1. The storm is right here. It's time to dip. So yeah, I used the scatter move to get some extra speed. I don't know what that delay was there. Tried to fend him off a little bit. And my teammate is finally like, he just realized he left me behind for a second time. And there he is. There's my teammate. There we go. Listen to what Floaty says here, the commentator.
There was this one dude getting teamed on like crazy, and like his teammate came last second and just saved his life.
Yeah.
That has to be one of the clutchest moments I've ever seen.
Exactly, Floaty. I literally said like, dog, don't leave me. And he just said, don't fight, trust. Like, what the hell, man?
We got a 2v1 situation
Yeah,
right over
and here's
here.
what the stream saw. So Floaty said, we got a 2v1 situation here, and then the camera switches to me. This is when I was getting two teams. Two cameras on me right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Penguin might win.
Yeah, it was not
he's
looking
in
good
double
here for me.
Yeah, this guy right
It's
here.
kind of funny to
2v1,
just
bro.
see the third person perspective of
I wouldn't
this.
be running away from this one.
I start running away.
This
I don't
is
know
not
how I
look good
escaped
for
that, to be
Spark,
honest. And then there you go.
Bro, there's
My
another, like,
teammate
crazy battle at the
pulls
bottom
up
of the tower
again.
right now.
We fend them off. They run
Everybody-
away. I was down below half HP at this point and did not even do that much damage to make that worth it. So here I'm trying to get the kill on Drippy because he's still low and we found him again. We need to get that elimination right now. But then he pulls a 180 on me and scatters me. And then does so much damage with that normal punch. Use my evasive there because I didn't want to take any more damage than necessary. I mean, this was a crazy play from
nice scatter.
Drippy. Like,
Bro, he just
honestly,
turned around and
props
hit
to
him
him
with
for
a
that. That
Uno
was such a
reverse scatter.
crazy
That's
play.
Oh, that's the evasive wasted, so...
Yep,
Yep.
that's the
And careful.
evasive. Like Floaty described it perfectly.
Bro, he just turned around and hit him with the Uno reverse card scatter.
I got hit by the Uno reverse card scatter. So yeah, at this point, I'm like really low on health. Kibble still has some health left, but I'm like really low. But at this point, we just decided to kind of chill here. Okay, now it's time for a little bit of a conspiracy theory. Because as you might remember, that KN Drippy guy was practically dead. He had no more health left. But then all of a sudden, this happened. Drippy suddenly came back with full HP. Like, suddenly he had full HP. So I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. How did he do that? I run away. I don't want to fight him right now because I have no HP. And all of a sudden he has full HP. Now, I'm sure he didn't cheat or anything. I think something just might have gone wrong in the event. So after the event, I asked Holy Grail, one of the commentators of the game, do you know how KN Drippy regained all of his HP during the Battle Royale? And he said, wasn't there no regen? I explained that he was really low and all of a sudden he came back with full HP. But yeah, he said he would not be aware of that. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is like a problem on the games and maybe something happened. Maybe something went wrong. But it's all fun and games. I wasn't there to win anyway. I really do not care that he somehow had full HP back all of a sudden. It was just a little bit strange, that's all. But then, here comes the ultimate play. I look down, I see Twisted with no HP left underneath me. I could just jump in right now. And that's exactly what I do. I scatter him into the wall, M1 him. Serious punch. He's almost dead. And I finish him with the consecutive. I actually got a kill in this event with 300 ping. I was actually really happy about that. I'm sorry, Twisted, that I just killed you like that while you were low. But it was for the game, man. It was for the win. Look how awesome I looked here. It wasn't even fully caught on camera, but boom. Amazing kill. Now this is when things go bad. Right after I got all my hopes up because I got a single kill. My teammate, he still has full HP, but then this happens. He gets knocked by normal punch. I didn't even notice, but you can see him laying down there in the storm. He is dead. My teammate got one shot by the storm. Yeah, this is the... This is what the stream saw. You saw him get knocked. So here I decide to go up a staircase. And I see Flores on a little bit less than half HP. So I decide to engage. I think like maybe I can take him on. I knock him down. I see another player here. I get a little bit scared, but I get knocked down through the wall. And here begins the final move. Now, before I show this, spoiler alert, I die here. But how exactly did I die? Well, it's not my best moment, to be honest. This is what happens. I tried to use scatter there to trick him into moving him into the storm. Now, it didn't start off great when I used the scatter way later than I actually initially intended, because of course of the ping. But I got him into my attack anyway. This is what happens right after that. I'll just let you see. Yeah, so Flores, I think he evasived out of my attack. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he managed to get out and I was still stuck in the attack. And I tried to turn around right before entering the storm. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought maybe I could turn around right before the storm. I had forgotten about my insane ping delay. So the moment I turned my screen, it should have been the correct timing for me, but because of the ping delay, I was already inside of the storm before I even turned. So yeah, that's why this epic moment happened. Truly the peak of my career right here. And I get kicked from the game because I'm dead. Sadly, this whole event of me fumbling was captured on the stream. Right here, they look down and boom, there I go, scattering.
Oh, he just tried to scatter him out of the map and he died.
So yeah, that was pretty much the end of my recording. My Discord server and the content creator chat in the Yielding Arts Discord were kind of making fun of me. But who eventually won the event? Because it wasn't me. I don't actually know how far I placed. I think I got like 12th or something, 10th, somewhere around that mark. So yeah, I won't bore you with the details, but this team of the Doge guy and this other guy, I don't know their names, I'm sorry, but they were the ones that were left at the very end. It was a team, but there could only be one winner, so as a team they would have to 1v1. He just walked into the storm. He did not want to fight his teammate, so after 15 minutes of contemplating what to do, he decided to walk into the storm. Now this Doge guy, he won the event. Guess what he does next? He also walks into the storm. But at the end of the day, this event really was just for fun and of course to raise money for charity. And they ended up raising like $1,500 from just this stream alone. Well, that was all for my POV for this event. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.